Hey, what's happening, all you beautiful people? In the last video, we capped off. We got the right-hand side exo cage frame wide body done. In this video, we are not going to be doing the other side because I have just been absolutely thrashing on it off camera, and we've got it basically exactly the same. The only difference is all the bends, all the angles, and all the tube lengths. Those are all completely different. But other than that, she's mint. It was challenging. It's so easy to do one side, but then to try and get the other side symmetrical, it's tough. It's absolutely tough. And when you're working with just a hydraulic bender and some basic hand tools, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but we got her. I'm happy with it. So there we are. Basically everything's quite similar, just, well, you know, there's a margin of error in everything, so that's just the way it is. In this video, what we're going to do is I'm going to continue on with kind of cosmetics, I suppose. We're going to be putting in some gussets, some extra tubes, getting things sorted out, and start doing some fill plates. I've got buddies showing up here this weekend that are bringing me a bunch of sheet metal, so we're going to try and get a lot of this sheet metal in and done. We're going to do a flying V-bar, new windshield, and then right here going up to the factory cage. I do plan on building a new custom cage in the future, but I just want to kind of get this one a little bit stronger. Wildcat cages are absolute garbage, so anything that we can do to strengthen it up a bit is going to be meant. So with that being said, let's get to it. Alrighty, so got all the sheet metal showed up. The boys are here. We have got the entire, basically the entire right-hand side mapped out. And man, would a plasma cutter be handy right now. But just a little peek. Look at that motherfucker in the back. Whew! That's exciting. That's an entirely different thing that we're going to be doing here. But that bad boy, that's impressive. That's exciting. So look forward to that. We're going to get this cut up. Going to start getting some contours, some shapes into the thing, in some things. Going to start laying out some dimples, and we're going to get it on the rig.
console, she's not charged.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, super excited about all the progress that we were able to make on the machine. Got a ton of sheet metal set into place, a ton of dimple dyes. My man's back. Oh, took a beating, drilling a lot of holes, but very grateful. So moving forward here with the plan is when you've got someone with knowledge, you shut up and listen. So what we're going to talk about here right now is we're going to look at the geometry and how the suspension works. We're going to get the tire and whatnot yarded off, pull off that lower radius rod, and we're going to try and cycle the suspension to figure out exactly how everything is going to work, how everything relates to each other, and then start getting some axles measured up, because we're getting to that point and that is so freaking satisfying. I am so excited because, well, that's one step closer to me taking this out and beating the ever-living shit out of it, and I can't wait for that. So let's get the tire off, we'll talk with Nathan, and we'll figure out exactly what he sees, because, well, he knows a hell of a lot more than I do. All right, so that was quite short-lived. We had some discussion, and first thing Nathan said, as soon as we started to look at it, and he's like, well, bud, I love you, but all your suspension stuff here, no bueno, no bueno. And it's something that I'd never even thought of prior, but it makes complete sense. So I'll just kind of give you a quick walkthrough. Didn't film what he was saying to me because it's best that you just sit there and listen and take everything in, trying to, you know, sort it out. So currently my mounts for the upper rod ends are here, right? They're inboard of the CV, which is going to pivot approximately there. When you have something that pivots back here and then something else that pivots right here, your arc and angle is going to be different. With that arc and angle being different, the suspension is going to work together properly. So what I need to do is I actually have to bring these outboard and have them mount approximately where the CV pivots inside of the joint. That way everything's going to work together on the same plane. We won't have binding issues. We won't have any real hang-ups with the suspension. And then I can go ahead and start getting everything measured for my proper axle length. But right now, how this is set, being that those rod ends are outboard, or sorry, inboard of the CV, it's just not going to work. It might, but it probably won't. So moving forward, we've got some more tube work to do. So that's not a bad thing. It's just going to look a little bit busier back here, and, well, you know, busier is better. So with that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you that tune in and watch this absolutely ridiculous journey of mine, trying to build the baddest machine on the planet, We're getting there step by step. So until the next time, cheers. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.